Hey guys, welcome back to Assassin's Creed Black Flag Part 2, where we'll continue our assassination quests. And here we are from the previous video. We did backtrack a little bit on this one. I do believe we got desynchronized, so if you guys see any of the scenes being played again, it's either because we did an edit, it just wasn't good enough, or because we got desynchronized because we messed up. It could be either one of those things, or it could be both of those things. Who knows and who cares? Enjoy! So here we go. It should probably be a cleaner, meaner assassination, or it'll be a perfectly wonderful screw-up, just like the last time that prompted this reshoot of the video. So here we go.
Oh god!
Yeah, the guy shouting is that.
Yes! Yes! Cry to God!
Take my sugar! Take anything you like!
Now that turtle on the beach has to be the most chill turtle ever. I mean, that turtle is like, hey! Yeah, so we're just gonna whistle away to this guy, I think. No, we are actually scared of using the whistle for now. Just gonna walk right up to the guy and assassinate him!
Oh god! Oh god!
Thank you, sir. Here we go. Moving along, let's go kill everybody else.
Take my sugar!
Yeah, we can just walk right up and just stab him. Or we could just walk to the front and front stab him, like Anthony Scaramucci, but that may just start a fight and we'll all die. Now, that dude can see us, so I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna work, but this system is very interesting. Once it goes to red, and, well, before going to red, if you hide, then it goes back to yellow and they become suspicious and they come after you and you can fight them, assassinate them. But in this case, of course, we screwed up and we had to fight all of them, which we did quite easily, but the future fights in the game are not as easy as this one. I can tell you that. I had some pretty rough calls, especially because you don't know the lay of the land completely. You start understanding what the layout is as you go forward in the game, but sometimes you come up to these totally new locations where you don't know what the hell is going on and you get stabbed or shot, or both actually sometimes. Stabbed and shot,
So to answer your question,
which is a great combination to die. And instead of saving the guy who's tied up and kneeling down on the beach, we just want to take a look at this beautiful wisdom. Look at how amazing that is. Yeah, we're coming. Hold your horses.
By God's grace, sir, you saved me. A profusion of thanks.
Is that yours?
It is my vessel, yes. But here lies its poor captain, and I have no art for sailing.
I can pilot her myself, no mind.
Perhaps we can make a deal.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
I'm Duncan. What's your name, friend?
Steed Bonnet.
Well, Mr. Bonnet, let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Ah, that is a relief, sir. Havana is also my destination. Our ways lie together.
Natural allies, then.
Ah, yes. The providence of game developments.
Did you?
Yes. You have uncommon way of handling yourself. Quick and easy, if I may say. Gave me quite a fright. But all
Indeed.
things considered, I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it?
I agree with you, friend. It's a fortuitous day indeed. I love that ship. My ship later on is much better, but I love that ship.
Swim to my ship.
Hardly the worst thing to happen.
no, I'm good. Class on a bit.
He can swim? Now, did that guy just fall right through? Yeah, you get treasure maps in the game, and if you reach the coordinates indicated on the treasure map in the real world, you'll be able to find... sorry guys, excuse my tiredness. You'll be able to find actual treasure at those coordinates. pretty straightforward in and of itself. The diagrams help. Now that guy, when he went into the water, he literally fell in and almost drowned, and he's able to just pop back up and swim. So I did a little bit of exploration, and you see me here trying to kill the turtle in vain. So turtle killing is not endorsed by this game. Every other animal literally can be killed, no problem. Aquatic, land-based life form, anything else can be slaughtered. Whales included. I've tried not to include any scenes of whale hunting simply because I didn't see the point ultimately. I was going to do it, but then I thought, what's the point? It's a sensitive issue, and including it just didn't really add anything to the value that the game was bringing. So I didn't really do that much, and here we are. Our first ship in the game. Here we go. I have to say, this man is amazing. His athletic prowess is amazing.
Welcome aboard, Duncan. She's a modest schooner, but well suited to my purpose, trafficking cargo from my plantation and such.
She'll do fine. There's a strong wind now. Let's strike to full, shall we?
The Jackdaw has like 3 speeds, which is normal, fast, and fastest,
there's a tug of the wind in
which
my
is
hair.
indicated by the number of sails there.
Comfort in the feel and smell of the ocean, the raw stink of possibility.
That's a top way of seeing it, mate.
Toast the gallants and royals!
And if you don't steer your ship properly, you're gonna run aground and take damage. And when the health bar reaches empty, it becomes empty, then you desynchronize and you restart at the earliest checkpoint available. So, or rather, the latest checkpoint available. So, handling this particular tub is a little bit difficult. The ship that you get later is far more wieldy.
A possibility. But most pirates stalk the windward passage between Cuba and Hispaniola.
And here we are, simply finding out that steering a ship is not the same as driving at the demolition derby. You have to go slow, you can't just accelerate, you know, put the pedal to the metal and just hope that everything works out in the end. You will hit something. You will ground yourself, so you can have that.
Turn his back on a keg of rum.
I agree, rum is awesome. Ooh, that happens, and you lose health. I have to love the rendering of the deck, the graphics, the wood looks so good. The water, very inviting, and you know, when you just sail these waters, you just feel so calm and so much at home. Then the fighting starts, and you love that too when you blow up ships. All in all, Ubisoft did an amazing job with this game, I have to say. I mean, even all those years ago, it was amazing. Of course, it had its fair share of bugs. They were patched in, and you know, all sorts of silly things that needed to be fixed. Now it's pretty much flawless. There's hardly like 1 or 2 bugs towards the very end. Now that's basically a whale hunting opportunity, or it becomes a whale hunting opportunity later on in different parts of the world. So the game's just letting us know that you can hunt whales.
You're a natural sailor, Duncan.
I did a decent trick at the helm some time ago. 2 years before the mast as a privateer.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure. How marvelous.
I've seen my share of
Not really.
strangeness,
See, the thing about adventure is, as glamorous as it sounds, you end up regretting quite a few things. Sure, you have a lot of stories to tell around the campfire, but the losses are huge, and you can do without
Very
them.
promising. All right, easy now. There you go. Welcome back.
Welcome to the real
Well,
virtual
your numbers look
something
good.
world, people.
Now let's make sure
Or the
we break
virtual
the brain,
real
all right?
world in the game.
I need you to move your head and look at these lights just here. Look up. That's it. Down. So far, so good. Let's get you up.
So the game's walking us through the...
welcome to the Sample 17 project. Before you get started,
yeah, the game's walking us through the virtual eye exam.
There you go.
That being done,
Testing.
we're good to go.
1, 2, 3. Hello, bonjour. C'est bon? It works? All right. Let's take a walk.
So she's basically the stand-in secretary
not to this extent, which
for
is
the company.
You're very good. The data streams are
communicate with her for most of the game. And this is Abstergo. This is basically the company that owns the Animus project,
right?
the Animus system.
This building is barely 6 months old, but Abstergo Entertainment has been a studio for a few years, since 2010.
Asian.
Sounds confusing.
Ah ouais, tu penses ça, toi?
Maybe
and pretty much like the other Assassin's Creed games.
That was our first title powered by Animus Tech. That was just the tip of the iceberg. Soon, we'll be unveiling commercial
the game takes
Animus
place
servers
in
for the whole
a combination
world to enjoy.
of
Passive
virtual world
experiences, of course.
and
Edited
real
versions of
world,
real
the virtual
history.
world and the Animus,
But
where
only
we
the exciting
relive
parts.
history,
And we think we found the perfect subject for our first
and
full-length
the virtual
feature,
real world here
Caribbean
in
Pirates.
Abstergo.
So that's your gig. It'll just take a minute, okay?
Bonjour. Well, thank you, Nancy. Bonne journée. Avec des cheveux longs et raides.
C'est bon, t'étais prêt. Magnifique. Merci. This is for you. The primary tool of our trade, your communicator. Power it up and give it a look. It's pretty slick.
And that's basically our Abstergo pad.
You might have noticed that security seems
That's
a little
what
light
Apple
around
gets
here.
for making
That's because
iPads.
your communicator is your key to getting around.
The Templari thing takes over. And they have the Abstergo pad, which is actually pretty useful in and of itself, a bit confusing to use at first. The spacebar key brings it up, so it's just, you know, something that you need to remember. Whereas inside the Animus, the spacebar is your jumping key, So this is the company brochure. A lot of the materials that you get give you a little bit of insight into exactly what's going on, the story. So there's the history of all the previous games from Abstergo's point of view. And we get to go through that and understand what's been going on since the beginning of the Assassin's Creed series. Now remember that the way this game has been built, it's more like you don't have to know what happened in any of the previous games. There's no real linkage there. It's just, you know, the story of Edward Kenway. But the other characters from the Assassin's Creed series do make an appearance in the Abstergo files, so that's to be remembered too. Up the swanky corporate
See that
lift with a
flashing
built-in
wireless signal?
aquarium.
It means you're hooked up to the elevator. I'll let you do the honors. We're headed up to the Sample 17 studio, 2nd floor.
Push the button. Or rather, select it on the Abstergo pad. Selling at your nearest douchebag store for $10 each. Here we go.
You ready? Let's go.
Welcome to Abstergo Entertainment.
Ah, there's the boss, Olivier
We will
Garneau,
look
our
into your
CCO. I'll
history,
introduce you.
pull up all your
Bonjour.
mistakes,
Salut,
and
Mélanie.
turn it into entertainment
Ça
for
va bien?
Well,
everybody.
thanks. Have you
French
met our new
kiss?
hire?
No.
Just started today.
I haven't.
It's
Bonjour.
just
What
professional.
project?
Sample 17, the Kenway line.
Hey them, Connor.
Edward, the pirate.
Ah, yar, matey. Very exciting. Welcome aboard. Melanie, can we talk in your office for a minute?
Just let me get this one settled and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
C'est bon. Nice to meet you.
So, this is the Sample 17 floor. We're diving into the memories of one very generous donor, Desmond Miles. We're pulling all the best stuff from his DNA. And hopefully one day, we can forge some fantastic experiences from what we find in there. This pair of legs is John, one of the wizards in IT. He's just fixing something for you.
Not fixing, calibrating.
Calibrating, right. So here we are, your very own Animus workstation. This is all yours, so sit back, relax, and find us some good footage. If you need any hints or tips, the Animus is loaded with tutorial programs, so you'll have no problems. And I'll check in on you later. Happy pirating.
Welcome to
Well, we can use the Animus pad to log into
Entertainment's proprietary ancestral memory research
the Animus tool.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about how to operate your Animus console, please contact your project supervisor, Melanie LeMay. You have been registered as part of the
That would be the
Sample
company
17
secretary who
project.
just left us
Your
here.
primary research target is Edward James Kenway, born March 10, 1693, Swansea, Wales. Calibrations complete. All signs normal. All systems optimal. Extra neurotransmitters activated.
Oh, that's beautiful. Again, the views in this game continuously impress me. The cities, the construction, the layouts, the people, they've done a lovely job. And here we are.
Lively Havana. I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
It's Havana,
See someone
Cuba,
you know?
in
No, just putting
the
on a
month of
friendly
July,
face.
1715.
I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right. Flash rogue like yourself must be cautious.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place to explore. Every location in Assassin's Creed, save a few
Mad to
lone
think Spain and
islands,
England were at
are
war 2 years ago,
nice to
isn't
see.
it? Here I am, bartering with Spaniards like they were my cousins. Something wrong, Duncan?
No, it's nothing. Sand in my hampers. So where's the best squad in town? I'm dying for a quick kip. Or a siesta, should I say.
I'm just headed to a public house now to meet some merchants. I could show you the way.
Well, lead on.
I hope
Yeah,
you'll tell me a bit
he
while I'm at
realizes
my
it's
meeting.
very
It'd be a great relief
dangerous.
to have a man of your stature nearby in case of a misunderstanding.
I can hang about. I might have a drink.
Splendid. Drink.
Yeah, those drinks never go well.
What a revolting sight.
They don't
Alcohol
take kindly
is
to
bad
piracy,
for
do
you.
they? Wonder how many stolen reals bought these men this perch.
No puede ser.
Que ningún hombre va a mostrarme cómo se ama a una mujer.
Now those are dancers that
Hola,
you can hire to full guards
Good
and
know
stuff.
these
We don't
women,
have
do you?
much of a
No.
need for them
They
right
charge
now.
money for that kind of privilege. Few dozen reals for every hour of knowing. Keen to meet them.
No, goodness no, I'm a married man.
Married man of their forte, mate.
Aha! Here's a purveyor of personal defenses. I should acquire a blade for myself, Duncan, just as you have.
This rusty razor's nothing to admire.
Even so, I appear a mere kitten walking so close upon you. Perhaps a small dagger would suit me. Let's see what he's selling.
Maybe I'll buy a sword too. We'll both jump rank.
Oh, we'll be quite the pair, you and I. Twin devils.
Lend us a few reals then. I did save your skin.
Of course.
Cheers.
I love the writing in this game. It's a nice way to introduce a store. Normally it'll be like, you can buy your weapons at the nearest NPC, but the game is like,
How do you
hey,
fare?
let's look a little
I had
posh.
only enough for a small knife, sadly. Still. It'll do in a pinch.
Now, in order to open the rest of the town on the map, in order to remove the fog of war, you need to synchronize
I've led us
at each
astray, Duncan.
synchronization
Oh,
spot.
no matter. I'll get us a better view. What are we looking for?
A tavern, a sort of courtyard interior.
And here we go. We need to get to the synchronization spot, because without getting up there, we will not be able to open up the map. Now this is me not entirely sure what the hell I'm trying to do here. Being a little bit clueless. And that area is not available. So this is pretty much what I was talking about. You can't go into certain places unless you unlock the memories or synchronize the area and open up those parts of the Abstergo Animus memories. And there I just pickpocketed somebody. Oh, you poor man. Yeah, I guess I didn't succeed the first time. Well, why not? If at first you can't steal, just try again. People are really gullible when it's in a virtual environment. Now that, yeah, that, you know, change in color that you see, that transition from colored to black and white or grayscale, means that you are stealth and will not be detected by guards as an assassin. But if it's in color, that is, you're walking around normally, then you can be detected. Like in this mode, if the guard sees me, he will know that I am a threat. But if you get close to one of those NPCs, then you just blend in with them and everything's okay.
A fine way to put it.
Now that is impressive acrobatics, to get all the way up here and do so quickly. You have to admire the acrobatics. And the lack of sensitivity that makes me want to jump down instead of on the ledge where I can synchronize. Lovely, isn't it? Very pretty.
I think I see the place. We're not far. Hang tight.
Oh, he's got me blind. Go, what do I do?
Let us jump the leap of faith.
Stop or I'll break your
we just decided to play cop and robber. What? Why are we? Okay, whatever. All right, let's go catch the guy who looted something.
I'm close at heel, shitbird.
Very conveniently, somewhere near me. So now I can go catch him and return all the money and be the town hero. Oh wait, I'm a pirate, so no. I'll just do a good Samaritan thing. Whoa, he just totally knocked Grandma over. Bad looter.
Don't make me chase you into
Bad looter. Bad. Now I'm actually keeping pace with this. Now, in this particular part, I didn't quite understand how to execute the running tackle, so that's pretty much why the guy got away. I would have caught him had I known how to tackle properly, but again, I am the only NPC player character in this universe, so having learned, having upgraded my skills, I will catch him. Hopefully, sometime very soon, perhaps. And there we go. Alright, that's a good way to end the series, guys, and we will continue hereafter. Of course, we also sent him to hell in the process. And we set off a huge number of people. Can we find them all? No, we're just gonna run away. It's just a much better way of doing it. You don't want to fight like a whole squadron of soldiers in the beginning of the game. It's something you do in the late portions of the game. So, alright guys, I will see you next time for the third